Hello.
What's up, everybody?
I made it just in time again.
And Jake, your phone just makes a sound for everybody to
Oh,
join
it
in.
just notified me that you went live.
It's so nice.
That's what
It
happened.
tells you all the cool stuff that's going on in the world. It's like a busy night on YouTube tonight.
Very busy night. Very
There's
busy
stuff
night.
going on everywhere. That's because it's just an
Typical.
exciting time of the year. And I'm saying we got Try Flippers, saw Sue's along the way. We got Dory in the house. Brian here even asked. He goes, "Whoa, what are you announcing tonight?" I said, "You'll see. We have a
special announcement.
We have a new full-time reseller, like somebody new to the full-timeness of this industry that so many of us part-timers do." So
Yeah.
my Instagram just told me my countdown timer is up. So
it's a very interesting person who we have on today, I have to say. Do we want to put it up for guesses? Should we have people guessing or?
Yeah, we'll see how many more people jump in. What's up, Jennifer Hayes? Thanks so much. The best mod. She was throwing out our live advertisement on Kat's show tonight.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Jen. As
Kat
always.
and her flipper was having another great show. She had I think Julian's about 65 away from 1,000.
He could beat it. He could get him there.
So he's going to be doing really good, guys. We've had him on this show before. He's an awesome guy down in South Carolina, crushing it. Jennifer asked a great question. Do we know this person? Jake, we can verify that. Yes.
Yes. We know this person. I'm sure. I think the community has met this person a few times.
I think they've talked to this person in the chat.
Oh yeah, that's also true. That's very true. Mm-hmm. Yes. So yeah, they've met this person.
Yeah. So it's not too bad. I mean, these are good guesses.
It's not like this person
had a spot. It's too cold. Everyone is inside. Everybody's on YouTube right now. There's nothing else to do. We're supposed to have a nice weekend here. I say nice. It's supposed to get to like 65. So.
Oh no! Don't tell me. I don't even have anything close to that.
What is up, Jake? How fun was that last Thursday on Two Dudes Pickin' show?
Oh, they switched their logo. Very cool. Yes, that was very, very much a lot of fun.
Is it you, Jakob?
No,
did you start making,
no.
Did you start making $200,000 a year? Reselling VHS tapes?
Not $200,000 a year, and closer to definitely not 200,000. Probably half of it, but
yes. Right now we are. If this is Adam, we are guessing who this full-time reseller is. This is somebody who's doing this part-time. Guys, I'm letting you know, talking to this person, put in their 2 weeks notice at their job. They're going full-time. This is so cool. So it is a female.
Well, we could say it's a female. I mean, technically your shadow thing showed a female.
I didn't do that intentional. It was just fun. Hey, what's up, Rebecca? Good seeing with and I got to get Rebecca. There's a truck that she wants. Rebecca hooked me up with so much stuff, and she goes, "There's this truck. Can I buy it back off you?" And I said, "No, you gave me such a good deal. You get the truck back." What's up, Julian? Guys, we're trying to get Julian to 1,000 before the night is over. I know he's going to get it.
Julian, tell us how far you are.
Yes, please. And if he's not a mod, let me work on that. Self-promotion.
I can't work on that.
Oh, I tagged on him too low in this chat over here, so it wasn't letting me click on his name. Let me see. There we are. All right. Now, we got you now, Julian. We got you. Hey-o.
Jimmy.
Look at Jennifer asking, have I shared their link before?
That's a doozy. Yes. I have to say yes because you'll find out. But yes. No, wouldn't you say yes, Josh?
It's quite possible. There she is right there. She said 65 away.
Ooh.
Nice. Is it Kat? No, Kat was kind of rolling out her plan to go down to part-time at her job, which she's already doing. I mean, technically, if she goes part-time nursing, she would pretty much be doing eBay full-time because she's already doing more than part-time.
She's doing 2 full-time jobs. That's what she's doing.
And she's like, I'm just going to reduce hours.
But Kat's not looking to quit.
Oh, Jimmy's 99 away. That's what I'm talking about, man.
10-4.
There we go. Punisher said he's almost at 100. That's awesome.
Nice.
Look at that. So, how much longer do we want to make people wait? Because we have this person waiting backstage.
All right. So it's been 5 minutes that we're into this.
We're gonna let everybody drop another name. Take a guess.
One name. One more guess.
They turned in their 2-week notice. They're going full time, going hard into the business. I can't be more than excited. That's the last hint that I'll give.
Silence.
And guys, it's not Jake unless he sells his house and he moves.
And I'm not doing that anytime soon, people.
And then he's got to list his whole death pile.
No, he has to list his whole death pile way before he considers going full time.
Nah, man, you free up more time to do more listings.
Do we have one more guess or not? Anybody? Somebody?
Oh, thanks, Emily.
Hey, Em.
Is it Jake?
Okay, let's go forward and show our guest.
Rebecca says, hey, I just saw the geese listed. Yeah, we just did the dresses. We dressed them up, posted them, posted the pictures. Everybody, Emily is full-time. Emily is full-time. They're asking for one more big clue.
Let's just give it to them.
Thanks so much for the support. And Emily already knows. So, Emily, if you're still in the chat, let me go ahead. Guys, give it up for this brand new full-time eBay reseller, if that's the platform they stay on.
Drum roll.
But let me do this so I can be a magician, okay? Here we go. Welcome, this brand new full-time reseller.
Surprise! It's me!
Rebecca got it right.
She got it right. Yay, Rebecca.
Well, Rebecca sort of knew it. No.
She didn't know. Rebecca did not know.
No, she had a good guess.
There are only 2 people in this chat right now that knew. Matt, part-time picker. Actually,
that would ruin his whole.
Jake, you knew. Jimmy knew and Emily knew. We talked to them yesterday. So.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
And guys, this is super exciting news. It was kind of a goal of ours, and now, yes, there it is, Mrs. Flips.
Yep.
So Jennifer, you may have shared her YouTube page. She doesn't have videos, but you
shared your page, so
her
that's
Instagram also.
Probably not though.
But yeah, so we this all kind of transpired. I'll let the new full-time reseller.
Yes, I'm very interested. Let's
introduce herself and tell a little bit this process, and then I'll update on how reselling since we started in February has been going.
Okay. Well, for anyone in the chat who doesn't know me, my name is Brittany. I am Josh's wife. And this has been a goal of ours for a couple of months now, to have me be able to transition out of my full-time job and start doing reselling on eBay full-time. This happened a little sooner than anticipated. We were kind of looking at February is when I was wanting to transition, but some things have transpired at my full-time job where we really took this past weekend to think about it and figure out if we could make it work for now. And I took the plunge and put in my 2 weeks and said, all right, we're going to make this work. I'm going to start doing this full time.
Rebecca says now I have to work twice as hard to find you all stuff.
Yep.
Hey, Rebecca,
too.
Rebecca, you got neighbors. That's all I'm saying.
Right?
You just let them know what we do. We'll clean out houses.
Yeah,
okay?
you guys got any stuff you want to get rid of? I know some people who will buy it.
Hey, eBay addicts, thanks for the sub. I just saw that like right before we started. That's awesome. Yeah, Brian, this is what I couldn't give away. I didn't want to give it away.
Not too many clues.
But yeah, and this was a game plan. We were kind of wanting to get into the tax season.
Yeah.
But how many know, like, your plan doesn't always work the way you think it's going to, and that's what's really cool. Is I'm a pastor, and that's what I do full time. So it's trusting God and just going, all right, God's in control, and it's not our control. But it was really, really cool to where everything kind of went down. We have probably done better in sales, not just Q4. We actually started tracking this back in the end of August.
Mm-hmm.
We did a lot of calculations, people. Don't worry.
Yeah, so we started tracking back to the end of August and taking out, which that was about the time that I switched over to managed payments, was like September. So that actually made it easier for me to track. So once we deduct everything as far as cost of goods and fees and shipping and all those crazy things, we were right there surpassing her paychecks. Now getting into Q4, please don't make rash decisions on Q4, people. Because if sales are good because you're selling a lot of stuff, or Christmas is moving stuff for you. But with that, we've built up a really good cushion these last couple weeks through Q4. So yeah, sales have been increasing, and that's only working on it at the part-time level. So sky's kind of the limit when we can put more hours and focus, and that's what she's going to be able to do. I get to go to sleep a little bit more. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Guys, do keep in mind that they did do all their calculations before. They did not jump into this. You can't just jump into something, and they are well aware that they didn't jump into this.
Right. I mean, we kind of had the plan, and timeline wasn't kind of what we were thinking. It did happen sooner than we were anticipating, but we've crunched numbers and figured it out. It's not like we just were like, hey, what the heck, I'm gonna give this a try and see if it works. And it it's still that mindset of like, we can work hard and we can push to make this work. And I'll be humble enough to say, if like, hey, like, this isn't really working as a full-time thing, we can both grind it part-time, but I'll go find another part-time job to help supplement if it's not what we need.
She'll be working at the local Starbucks.
Probably.
No. No.
I think
she's got super good knowledge, which is cool. Guys, if you want to know what she's been doing so far, she's been taking care of all of our closed listings, getting stuff done, shipping them out, weighing all the products. She's gotten really good. Where she's going to be learning is more of the hard good lines, stuff like that. Guys, this is why this is so incredible. It frees me up to go find more stuff. No, she's learning sourcing really well and going out there. But where she's really good is she's more detail oriented on the listing than I am, and probably with inventory. She'll make the inventory way better than what I've done.
Yeah, so if anybody has gotten any type of sneak peek of what this office we're in looks like, it drives me crazy because I'm like, I do not know how. Like, I work in my one little corner when I'm in here, and the rest of the office, I'm just like, it's exploded. So
you're lucky you have a corner.
Right? It's a tiny corner. It's a tiny corner over there. But
hey, Josh, you're complaining about my death pile?
Yeah, there's a difference, Jake. A huge difference.
Right, you list and I don't. So
I list and I think we're shipping out 50 items a week now.
Well, that's one of the keys. You know what? As much as you guys have it down packed, you crunched all the numbers. You guys are selling a lot. You guys are actually producing. If you weren't producing, I would be more worried.
Well,
you're actually showing that it works.
I'm going to answer his funny question. No, it will not be a she shed. Although by definition, it will primarily be her shed.
Yes,
so.
It will be my workspace. So, I mean, It will be a she shed without being a
total
she-ish.
she-ish.
No man cave for Josh.
This was something cool because, you know, going full time is also based on, you know, your cost of living, and that could be your location, how you live, lifestyle, things like that. And it was actually Jimmy and I crunched my numbers. I kind of crunched my sales, you know, for the last couple months, and he said, "Man, you're right there. You're doing as good as some full-time numbers." And I said, "Yeah, I know. I feel it. I'm tired. You know, I've been grinding really hard." So what's cool though is I learned a long time ago I can only put in so many hours. You know, I tapped myself out, and it was one of our best sales weeks we ever had. I said, I'm going to go as hard as I can, and the sales definitely like proved it to me. And then it took me like a week and a half to recuperate. Like I had to sleep. I was exhausted, and I came to the realization I can't take it any further by myself at a part-time level. I can't. So that's when she started helping me more. And then we saw what that increased. And I said, man, if we're matching her income with 2 part-time people, what could we do if she went full-time? So yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm nervous. Yes, it is very exciting.
Nervous just because.
I mean, it's just stepping out. Because it wasn't like a pre-planned of like, hey, this is the day that I'm going to put my 2 weeks in. It was like still a little bit down the road. So it's just with it being sooner than expected, it's like, okay, I just have to trust and believe that, you know, it's not always about our timing, that, you know, obviously that this is God's timing. So I just have to trust that he knows what he's doing, and that he's got us, and I've got, you know, great family and friends that are supportive. So I know that we can do it. But
we were not nervous, but we were just like, okay, are people going to think we're crazy? Most of the people that have seen what we've done, they've been super supportive. Mm-hmm. They all celebrated. Like, yeah, even my bosses at my job, I told them, they were like, awesome. I'm glad she's out of her job.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think people knew that, like, the mental, I guess, stress that my job was taking on me, you know, the last several months. And it just got to the point where it's like, okay, this is not the place that I need to be right now.
Rebecca, no, that will make us not productive.
Yeah, I don't need a recliner.
And but for real, we will not have room in there. The way we've designed it, we'll have a little bit of space for like probably a dual listing spot. Mm-hmm. So one will be photos and shipping, and the other one will be totally a photo spot. And then everything else is inventory shelves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything
you give me
else.
A recliner in that shed, I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm getting work done. I'm watching YouTube videos on.
You probably could get rid of it through Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, she definitely could. She lives about 10 minutes from a pretty predominant college area. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Rebecca, if you don't know how to use Facebook Marketplace, I know there are 2 people that could teach you exactly how to do it and play it up.
Great, Jake. Mm-hmm. She might be having more sales than you. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
She does pretty good. There's some stuff that she don't let me touch. She's like, "Yeah, Josh, I'm selling this."
But this is her stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not thrifted.
Yeah, no, it's her family, her stuff personally. Yep.
No, because all my that pile of other people's items that I bought.
Yeah.
But yeah, if anybody has any questions, please in the chat let us know. You know, words of advice.
Yeah, I was like, any tips, anything. I mean, even the people that are, you know, doing this part-time, I haven't, you know, been able to put as much into it, you know, as you have working on it. So I mean, I'll take anything. You can
have you set yourself a schedule, or do you think you're gonna need to set yourself a schedule as to, are you gonna thrift? Are you just gonna list? Are you gonna thrift and list? And how are you gonna go about that?
Yeah,
we talked about that.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely will need to. For me, I'm the kind of person, I need to have a schedule, because if I don't set something up for myself, I will probably take liberties and be like, oh, you know, what do I have to do, and end up wasting time. So I think, I mean, and as you said, we clearly have enough for me to just list to get started, you know, when I'm able to fully jump in after my 2 weeks. So I think it'll be a little bit of both. I think that for the thrifting part of it, getting out there and doing it by myself, I think is going to be probably the only way that I don't want to say the only way that I'm going to learn, but right now it's like we go out and thrift together. So I can be like, oh, what do you think about this and that? And I think I might need to do a little bit of the sourcing on my own and maybe making some of those bad buys and stuff so I can see for myself, like, well, that didn't work. Probably shouldn't buy that again, just so I can kind of get that knowledge of, what I like to get and what's actually going to sell. So I think it'll be a little bit of both. Probably starting off, it'll be more so going hard on some of the listing and clearing out some of this inventory that we have,
right,
and putting things organized and better systems and just figuring out what schedule kind of works for me.
Jimmy all the time thinks that I have a I don't think Jimmy knows how much I go source.
Yeah, no, I mean, I totally get it. If you're full time and you don't have inventory to list, then what do you? I mean, you're not making full time income if you don't have anything to sell. But I mean,
she said
there are times where I'm like, I mean, and not so much recently. I think because we have been selling a lot more, but there have been times where you bring back stuff, and I'm like, can you just not go out anymore? Like, please, we don't have anywhere to put this stuff. Like, just stop.
I've heard that.
She can list 25 items a day for at least the next couple months.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of unlisted.
And she's not going to be doing probably 7 days a week. I think that's part of the schedule we'll work on. She'll be doing this during the day. We enjoy our family time when I get home and spend time with, my son at the age he's at. So we're definitely being very, conscious of that. But like, I got off at 4 today. I told her I had that gut feeling. If y'all know me, when I get that gut feeling, your boy picked up, $80 pair of shoes, vintage bubble chandeliers that go in your windows.
Did you list all this already?
No, Jake, I got home, we ate dinner, and we decorated our Christmas tree, okay?
It comes from the person who's yelling at me for eating right before I come onto live.
I just said I did family time. I went sourcing. Came home, we spent time as a family. We're doing a live show, and then when you get tired and go to bed, I'll be listing.
Oh, that's around 12 o'clock. Okay.
But yeah, I found. I mean, if I were to guess, low end, I spent $50 today. Probably got another $250 worth of stuff. And it was just a good hunch day. It was just like I walked in there an hour and a half before they closed and found really good stuff.
So currently, Josh, you're basically waking up. You're going to sleep at around what time? Listing and everything currently?
About 2 a.m.
Every night?
Close to it, yeah.
What time are you up?
6:45, 7.
Holy, yeah. I'll be sleeping at both those hours. Anyways, so now with that happening, do you see yourself continuing the 2 a.m. stunt, or are you going to move it to 1 a.m. or 12, or what are you going to do? Are you going to continue pushing out that way, or are you just going to let Brittany take the reins and call it a night at 12 o'clock?
No. So we'll keep like pumping at this level because you got to remember we're compensating our bills now. We want to compensate and have 25% for taxes. We want money in a savings account. We budget how much goes back into the business. So we're managing all that. You got to remember, we were making this money on top of her pay.
Right.
We're going to be losing eBay money because it's now going to compensate as her pay. So to keep it at that level until she gets that good kind of head knowledge, we'll probably working at this same kind of structure, probably through March or April to get back into the springtime. That's when sourcing will increase, yard sales, garage sales, stuff like that. So it's a good game plan to also. That was the one hindrance where we were saying like, oh well, we'll just have to deal with it. Right. Now it kind of does help that we don't have to reconfigure taxes for her job and everything next year.
Yeah, into 2021.
But we're kind of walking in and going, all right, if we owe taxes this year, we'll just owe and we pay it off next year. So that was the only thing that was like, well, toss that in the air. Let's just face it when we get there. But
do you see it as a hindrance, and then you probably should have I don't know if you did or didn't, but did you keep money aside for tax purposes, or what was the plan going in?
It was to do that through this winter into January, February, because I mean we're pulling in really good money.
Yeah.
But
as
now
I said, some of that nervousness was losing a little bit of that cushion. I wasn't planning on leaving until February. Now I'm leaving at the end of December, so we've lost some of that
right.
cushion that we were hoping to have or planning to have. But
hey, what's up? This is my buddy Rabbi Paul's son.
My Rabbi Paul's son.
Not really gonna get into drop shipping. Just not my thing. Yeah, what's up, Prison and Profit? Yeah, we're having a fun night, man. Everybody's in lives everywhere.
Yeah.
Dory said it's cold outside, so everybody wants to be inside on their computer. What's up, Case, man? Good to see you, buddy. Julian was giving you some good shout outs for some golf tips.
He's good stuff.
But yeah.
He taught me a lot.
So it was moving things up a little bit, but that was a cool thing. It kind of helps you be uncomfortable, and it kind of reminds you, hey, put everything into another gear and push forward. So super pumped.
Yeah. I think one thing I'm most excited about talking about sourcing is that we're off on Fridays, and that's one of your big sourcing days. So that'll be another day that, we can drop our son off at preschool, or with
do it together
and go do like a full day together instead of now it's like, we do a little bit on Saturdays. Sometimes, maybe on Sundays we'll do one store, but now it's like, okay, cool. Friday can be like our dedicated sourcing day together where, we don't have to do
awesome.
If we want to go, somewhere different or whatever.
See, that's the goal, Jimmy, right there.
Yeah, that's good.
Emily does the same thing. Emily goes and buys 20 items and she lists them like when she gets home.
Yep. But that's the beauty of being full time.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4 5-tier racks of unlisted inventory.
Yeah, but that's part-timers. I mean, when we're part-timers, we tend to buy and then we say, okay, we're going to list it. We try and we can't. We put it on the side and then we wait till the next day that we have all to do it again.
Well, I just pick other things that I get more excited about listing than other things.
That's true.
It's like shoes. I'm going to sell the shoes that I don't have to clean immediately. So if I buy 10 pair and 5 are really clean, 5 are going to sit in the death pile, and I'm going to list those 5. The other 5 are really good pair, but they take a little more time as a part-timer.
I hear.
That's what I hope to eventually get to when we get through everything that we have. I'd love to be at that point where it's like, yeah, I'll go out and source, and then you list what you source. Like that's just what your routine and your schedule becomes. So that way, yeah, you're not just having a whole nother room full of inventory of unlisted stuff.
Yep.
That you find it.
What's up, Julian?
You sell it and make your money.
What's up, Heidi? But yeah, and that's the cool thing.
Brittany, you're going to be a part of our lives now?
Dory, maybe not in all the lives. She said she'd like to see Brittany finds vlogs. So we were even talking about that.
She could add it to your channel.
She probably won't start her own channel.
Probably not. I'd have to get really comfortable, and I feel like this channel that you've already got would have to grow enough for me to feel like, yeah, let me have my own.
She probably will be taking on some, hey, surprise, it's not Josh. And but yeah, it'll be pretty fun.
Cool. That's the beauty of being an entrepreneur. And I mean, yes, as you mentioned before, it has a lot. I think being an entrepreneur ultimately has to do with having a lot of faith in God. I mean, you have to have the faith and know that, look, it's going to come from somewhere. And I know that I could do it and God could help me do it. And it's what's happening.
Well, I think it also has to come with the if you have good discipline as well.
Oh, for sure. And you can't expect
Jimmy
to happen as a miracle.
Well, Jimmy was just a great guy to talk to. When I talked to him, he was like, got to the point where he was just like, if I keep going to this job, it's the stress and everything else. It's a different stress when you're responsible for the income that comes in.
Correct.
Not for doing the work and then they have to supply you with the income.
Very much so, yes.
It's like if you can say, there's no one to get mad at but myself if I sat in bed and didn't do anything all day, you know?
Yeah.
So at a job, you could fool them and they'd still pay you. It's same thing. If you want to take time off, you have to work extra hard. Why? To pay for a vacation and take time off.
Right. Yeah.
It's not just built in for you.
Days, yeah.
It's not a benefit.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
It's there's a lot of calculations that go into it.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right. Definitely a big transition.
Kaiser says I'm full time. Kaiser, you can afford. If Kaiser was putting in full-time hours on the items he's selling, he'd probably make $300,000 a year. If he's not doing that already. He was telling me, he was like, yeah, man, me and you, our sell-through rate's pretty similar on like items we've sold. But then his dollar amount was like 5 times as much as mine. Oh my goodness.
Mm.
Yep, so there it is right there. Work with stress. Reselling is just feeling the pressure to get it done.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it was Jimmy. It might have been somebody else. They said it is work, but it's fun work. Yeah, I think he said it last night. He said it's 50% work, 50% fun. Why? Because you remember finding the item and going, no way. Even if she didn't find it, and she pulls a $3 sticker off of something that's going for $80.
That's the beauty of it. Scanning that item or searching that item on eBay and saying, holy, like today what I picked up, forget it. I was looking at, I regret the fact that the camera was off and that it didn't work. I tried doing my recording and it just didn't pan out the way it was supposed to today. And I picked up this item and I'm like, what the heck? Are you kidding me? This item goes for that much?
I didn't film anything, and I told her, I called her directly afterwards. I was like, this might have been, it was better than anything we picked up all weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I went out all day Friday, and then we went out Saturday, and we found like one-off stuff here and there. But it was like, go to 5 stores to get 5 good things. That was about it.
Yeah.
Today was like last ditch. I picked those little, you ever seen bubble lights?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 3 lights like in the little chandeliers that go in the windows.
Okay.
But they're bubble lights on each one, and it was 4 of them, and each one's going for $20 plus shipping. And a lady like stalked me in the store, and she goes, "Do you want to put 2 of those back? I'll take them." And I was like, "No." So she's like, "Well, I see they're still in your bag," and I was like, "Yep." And then even at the checkout, she's like, "Well, I'll just follow you to your car." I mean, she was joking. But
you know what you could tell her? How much do you want to give me for it?
Well, no, I was just like, and then she saw some other stuff. Another guy saw the shoes I had. Dude, the shoes look brand spanking new. They look so good. And he goes, "Where'd you find those?" I was like, "In the shoe tote." And he was like, "You must have beat me to it." He was probably a reseller. And, I was just like, man, I stopped in at the right time. Guess what? There's tons of stuff always out there any time of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Just go find it. It's there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why people have such big death piles.
Are you ready for the answer, or you don't want to have an answer? What do you want?
No, I think it has to do with buy versus list.
Right.
I mean, that's all it is.
I mean,
It has to do with discipline. It has to do with time-wise. It has to do with a lot of different factors. I mean, yeah, obviously you want to call me a hoarder. You could call me a hoarder. But
if you need more time to list, you make ways to get more time to list.
there you go.
I can't give more time. I cannot. I will destroy myself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically.
Same here.
No, Jake, you sleep way too much.
Yeah, but you need sleep to function in the morning. Listen, I don't know how you do it. Some people could go on 2 or 3 hours sleep. I can't. It don't work that way.
I'm with you too, though. That's why I can't push and stay up with them till 2. I'm like, I need a full night's sleep. I don't function. I'm not a nice person if I don't get a full night's sleep. So
I could fall asleep on the road, Josh. It ain't hence I try to go live on Instagram or do some other things and try to get my brain rolling so I could stay up and awake and say, "Hi everybody, I'm awake, I'm okay, I'm driving."
Oh, thanks, Rebecca. We'll schedule another time to come by.
You're the best. You're the best.
But yeah, he said, yep. And that's 50%. That's not fun.
Mm-hmm.
And Dan, you're exactly right too. So a lot of the stuff that I got today, because you got to remember when you first start, you do pick up bad stuff. You just do, because you just don't know. You don't have good knowledge.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this is such a great deal.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get it. And then you're not actually that excited about
the
it.
The stuff that I picked up today, I had such good confidence in that I have zero problem. I won't avoid it. I'll list it. But yes, Rebecca's in there earlier. My first buy from her was 2 truckloads of stuff. We did an all-out bulk buy purchase. So I pulled maybe at that point in time, maybe 50 items out of 400.
Right.
400 items I got. So I have totes full of stuff. We just listed Christmas stuff that we pulled back in March because it was in the shed. We didn't have time to go get through all of it. So that's what's cool. When you do buy bulk, it does help you to say, all right, it's a slow day. Guess what you can do? You can go list.
Mm-hmm.
You can go look up product. You can do comps. And Dan, you hit it on the head too, man. We have a donate pile. There's stuff that we've bought in bulk, and
I donate. I buy even stuff that I buy. Sometimes it doesn't work out, and I say, you know what, forget it. Stuff that I buy, and I'm like, I spent $2 on this. I really am not in mood of listing it. It has a rip, or it's not gonna work. It goes back to Goodwill, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or to somebody locally, one or the other.
Right.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll do yard sales. We're thinking of doing a yard sale in the winter because there's no competition. And we're like, people are hungry enough that I think we'd get at least resellers to show up.
You have enough resellers over there to show up?
Oh yeah.
I think so.
In my network, I know 5 or 6 that are within a 10-mile radius.
There's a guy by us who I think buys storage stuff.
That's a good person to know.
Yeah, I mean, he has a yard sale on a constant throughout the whole year. I don't even know why people don't even steal this stuff. It's just sitting outside, whole outside. It's like I saw a golf bag with golf clubs in it, but the problem is I saw it one day, and then the next day it poured rain, and the same day I saw it just sitting there outside hanging. I'm like, no way, I ain't touching any of that stuff.
That's why I don't go to the people that do them every weekend, because they start to lose the care for the product.
Mm-hmm. Right. They're just trying to get rid of what they feel like is their junk.
They've just made their money back and they just want extra stuff.
I have gone to 1 or 2 yard sales that people continuously put out, but there are stores that close down and they're just putting all the products up for sale. Like I bought like 2 or 3 items for $2 or $3 and sold them for $30, $40, which was fine, but it happens.
See, that's very true. And that's the other thing, you know, the full-time to part-time. That's what we're exciting for. But at a full-time, what do you call those, 9-to-5 jobs?
Yeah.
You know, the thing that was working for us for a while, I typically wouldn't even do a day like today. That's why I would source on Friday and Saturday, because then I have all week with the part-time hours to list what I sourced on Friday and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And that was working out really good. But then you do one big bulk buy at one time, because it is a really good deal. I'm not going to get all that caught up, even in 2 weeks, you know. Not when, you know, it's Christmas time and, you know, how many
spend time with the family? You want to still have some time. I mean, you know, those 8 hours that the full timer puts in is basically the full time that we put in for our full time positions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
Dory, you got a good Facebook Marketplace question? I'm not going to try to answer it, but I know Emily Conway has videos on it. And contact her on Instagram, and she would be glad to help you. She's been picking that up a lot recently, actually. I don't mess with Facebook shipping.
Yeah, we sell on Facebook Marketplace.
Yep.
Just don't ship on.
We have a sale Thursday, but I will meet him and he will purchase them.
I'm in New York. We stay away from Facebook Marketplace because of certain people that could come and have. Yeah, it's not a good place for us.
That's why you you meet in a public mutual place.
I've done it once with eBay. I've dropped off a car. What was it? I got it from a yard sale. It was a trunk cover for like an Audi.
Yeah.
So I bought it for $30 and the woman wanted 50. I got it for 30. And I put it up, but it was huge. It was like 30 pounds and heck big. I put it for shipping. It was selling with shipping. I said, you know what? I'll ship whatever it is. Let me see if I can get sold. So I put it for $100 plus ship. So I got an email. Would you do local pickup? I said, I'll do local pickup. I don't care where we're going to local pickup. So we ended up doing local pickup in a gas station during the day.
Yeah,
which was good.
Well-lit places. Typically, I work at a church, and my church is in a shopping center. They don't know it. They don't know I work at a church. So I'll be like, hey, you know where this shopping center is? Meet me in the parking lot. And
there you go.
I just walk out there after I get off work. But yeah, I don't give away. I've done an address one time, and that's just because it was a really big item. It was a really big item.
You got to know where the people are coming from and what it's.
These people are
New York. You have to walk
in the same town, and I investigated their Facebook profiles. And
so here's another thing. I don't have Facebook. So what investigating you doing on me?
Yep. Keep yourself busy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I know that there's lots of things to do even outside of just list, you know, that are going to keep you busy, you know, prepping products or cleaning or, you know, sourcing.
You have the best teacher, I could tell you that much. He knows a lot.
Hey, I'm just learning from the community that shares so much great info.
Yeah, and constantly learning. That's the best source of learning.
And I turn to certain people and I try to get more knowledge. Guys, word to the wise, I also stay away from certain people because it's not very good knowledge. Nothing against them. Maybe you just don't do your business model the way they do.
Yeah,
that's true. I mean, I've listened to somebody recently and I totally disagreed with their thing. And I said, you know what? Like, they have a business model that they work on that. And I don't fly with it. They did too many calculations and they made it too complicated to say what they're saying and doing what they're doing.
I tell you, you make it too complicated.
I don't make it any complicated. Are you kidding me? I simplify it down to a penny.
Yeah, exactly. He's got 6 Scantron sheets and overhead.
No, I have 3 spreadsheets, one that's doing all the calculations and the other one that's basically have to enter all the information. That's it.
Your business has like a sundial on it. It's like there's certain times of the day you're allowed to put your numbers in.
Yeah, at nighttime, right before I do my shipping.
Which we have to pull orders. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
how many you got today?
Been helping with not being on the live. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go pull orders. We can get ready to ship those. But I'm here tonight. I'm the special guest.
She is. But yeah, what are you most excited about on the I'm gonna say the Monday, okay? Her last day is on the 18th of December.
Okay.
So that Saturday, I'm probably gonna put her to work. But that's usually like a family source day, but also a family day. So we'll keep that pretty simple. But on Monday, when you wake up, what's that gonna look like?
I think Monday, like I said, in the beginning, I think it's really going to be figuring out like, okay, like it'll probably be a little bit of just kind of like jumping in and being like, all right, like let's, you know, pick a couple of things to try to list. But I think once I actually because the show
from Monday already.
I think once I get in here, I'm going to be like, okay, like I'm kind of getting the flow. This is, you know, okay. Just really figuring out that I think the schedule that first week or so, and it's going to be right around the holidays, so I don't know. I mean, you know, we're probably not going to go really hard on a lot of, you know, sourcing. There will be
we are. No, we're going to be sourcing boxes from everybody's Christmas morning.
That's true.
I'm going to be putting out
New York. I told you guys, just take a trip down here on a garbage day, which is probably a Thursday, which is not too far.
No, Jake.
That's it. You're done. Just one day. It's all
I
you
use the
need.
neighborhood app.
One apartment building. That's all you need.
I go neighborhood app. Hey everybody, the day after Christmas, we have a lot of room in our shed and we are collecting boxes. Please leave them out by your driveway and we'll come pick them all up.
Packing material also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Honestly, I think what I'm going to be most excited about is just not having to be like, okay, it's 8:30. Let me log into my computer and start all of my emails that I have to do. Like, I'm just going to be excited. Okay, like I get to
Today's
choose,
agenda is
right. I get to choose what I'm doing, not what I'm having to do. So
I think Harry Tornado put that in shape as like when he was on. Also said that he makes his schedule as he feels fit. Some days he'll take off because he knows he can and because he knows he could afford it at that point. And sometimes he would just
it's
go
all
hardcore on YouTube
all
or
based on your quality of life.
yeah,
And that's advice for anybody. If you're doing it part-time, it's based on your quality of life. You know, if you're how much you're putting into it full-time, it's based on your quality of life. Some people are getting out of debt. Some people are putting a down payment on a house. Some people want to buy a new car cash.
Mhm.
It's what's your goal? What are you trying to do? You know, I'm a go hard and get it for every drop it's got. So where we can really put some time in there, like that's the cool part. That's what I said for the first couple of months until she's getting into a good swing and everything like that. Heck yeah, for her to be full time and for me to put in another 20, 30 hours, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And then just figuring out like, okay, is my daily schedule going to look the same? Am I going to ship, source, list, or, Monday and Tuesday, be shipping and listing, and then on Wednesday sourcing, just figure, I've got the flexibility to figure that out, what's going to work for me and make my
I think we have to do an update episode. We got to see how it is.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're gonna have the fun how we're getting annoyed with each other.
What do you mean?
Because directly after Christmas, we were gonna go out of town. We're not going anywhere. It'll be you and I at home until January 3rd.
Yeah.
Oh, you're off?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good luck, guys.
No.
I think
the thrift store's closed.
Oh.
If the shed was done like we were hoping,
I think the shed will be done.
I think it'll be fine. I think we'll have our own space to work and move. It's just here, it's not really set up for.
I'm pretty sure Josh does marriage counseling, but does anybody else here do marriage counseling for Josh?
No, I think it'll be fun to actually for everybody to watch how much she'll yell at me on my processes.
You got to record it though.
Yeah, the way that our brains work as far as that are very, very different.
Opposites attract, and I've seen that in my marriage as well.
I'm the creative one.
100%. Yeah, creative, messy.
It's organized chaos. That's not messy.
Well, to you, it makes sense to you. Not to me.
And how do you feel about this?
Right.
What?
I don't know. I'm just acting like a psychologist. How do you feel about this?
Oh, no.
I don't know. That's all I know about psychology.
Question for Brittany and only Brittany.
Oh, okay. I'm shutting up.
What's it going to be like having Josh as your part-time employee? I hadn't thought about that. I think he's still thinking of he's the boss man.
It really is. So, Jimmy, thank you. You inspired this structure as well. So the way that I look at it, YouTube's a big part of our life and what we do. So if she got to a level where she was pulling in X amount of dollars and we were living comfortably, what I like to do is, like I said, I can focus on doing our video content way better. If my pay, which also has our health benefits and things like that in it, and if her pay is starting to compensate that and we can keep on increasing this awesome community we have with YouTube, I get to go make fun sourcing videos without the stress of knowing I have time to list it or, oh my gosh, did I get something bad? I get to now come home and she's just like, you won't believe what sold. What sold videos are going to be so much better now, you know, because I don't want to do a what sold because I'm tired because I'm packing up shipments all night, you know. There's so much advantage, and when I'm putting in that structure, I have looked at it that way. It'd be so cool for me to say, as a business owner, we'll pay her a paycheck, and then everything else will be surplus to go back into the building or just be surplus. Have a bonus system set up. Have extra money to the side to where we could hire another part-time person. To where Brittany's like, cool, I don't even want to do listing. We're going to pay somebody to do the listings, and I'm going to go buy out estate sales. Awesome. If it grows to that level, heck yeah, do it. You know, we're just not putting limits on how it's got to run and what it's got to do.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it'll still be, I mean, even if, you know, I would never look at you as my part-time employee. We're definitely in this together. But, you know, I think it would be great when I'm, you know, in this and I'm like, hey, you know, if you're, you know, still putting in time, like at night, like, hey, this is everything that I got done today. Like, this is all that I need you to do. Or can you help me do this to get me set up for tomorrow? You know, and I think it'll be great to just, you know, have another teammate working on it and help him make, you know, each day successful.
No, Jimmy, you don't think those are going to be intros already?
Boss lady.
No, I'm going to be sitting here like, hey guys, what's up? It's just, am I allowed to make another video? Guys, sorry, I got to go. She's yelling right now. Yeah, I'll have so much fun. But
he makes me sound like a tyrant, y'all.
She just throws a pile.
We all make our wives sound like tyrants. That's just how our men are.
Like, I'm going to bed. Get to work.
Yep.
Gonna pay.
Why do you think I do this, people?
I'm gonna pay you $5.25 an hour.
Need to make some extra money.
But yeah, so we are excited. Yeah, Heidi, we're totally doing it together. That's the cool part. That's when I started this. I told her, for me, this is victory for me. She had to realize this. This is victory. She thought I was just gonna quit on this like a month or two in. She was like, "Oh yeah, you'll give up on it. You'll start something else." And now I'm like, "Oh, who wants to come work for Dad's big company? Right. Look at this, yeah."
But do you understand why I said that? He gets bored with things easily. He'll get really excited and want to do this new venture or the new cool thing or whatever it is, and that's kind of how he's always been. And it doesn't really. He does it until he finds the next thing, you know, that's fun and exciting.
Finding a passion.
And well,
is this your passion, Josh?
And I'm proud.
Oh, I enjoy it. It's therapeutic for me.
I think the shopping part's therapeutic for me. I don't know.
You're addicted. You're addicted, Jake.
Oh no, yeah.
It's therapeutic.
Me and my $100 hippo that's sitting in the bag.
I get to use a different part of my brain to go, all right, let's be so creative. Let's prove to people that a $3 item will go so well, you know, where you were even saying earlier, where opposites attract. She'll do better at the things that I don't do well. That's what's super cool.
Yeah.
It's only going to make it better. And she's cool. She's like, you find way better stuff than I do right now. Like I said, right now. She's like, go out and get the stuff. Why? Because now it's not a burden on whether I'm too tired to list or I need to list. We'll get it listed. We'll get sales in. That frees us up to be more creative in how we source and what we source. It's about multiplying, not just adding more value. Let's multiply our value. We can throw way more hours into it. Hours produce income.
Right.
So do it.
Jimmy, that's only if he recognizes me on Boss's Day. So.
No, Jimmy, I'm going to talk bad about my boss to you privately on Instagram. Can't believe what my boss is making me do. She's listing all the good stuff. She leaves me all the $5 busted shoes.
Leave you with all the hard work. Here, I need you to clean all of this stuff for me so I can list it tomorrow.
See those stains in the t-shirts? Get them out with water and a toothbrush. Yeah, she's gonna be bad. No. Thanks, Ken. Ken, thanks so much. You were one of our first guests on the show, and this is about making goals and sticking to it. We've had probably need to do like a year in review.
We're getting close.
We've only been doing this for going on 10 months. 10 months, we've hit some really remarkable numbers for doing this as part-timers for 10 months. This is pretty fun.
It's big stuff.
Jake, I just got my biggest payout ever.
On eBay?
For 1 week from eBay.
How much? Gross.
No, net.
Okay, net.
1,200.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So how much is that gross? You probably doubled in gross. It's like 2,000, 3,000.
Probably.
Whoa.
Yeah. If you put in work, if you do the work, if you find good stuff to sell, people will buy it. You just have to do the work. We have great stuff. I just listed these. We have great stuff, Jake. These are a nice legendary man named Kobe Bryant right here. Before he was with Nike. This is good. Josh will be demoted to fun time cleaner flip man. Ooh, what's your
name of the channel?
pricing items? We did this, but we've already done this before. All right, so another first thing that she started doing because she loved watching Netflix on the couch. Especially when it was primarily shoes. She did get, I almost forgot about this. Before she was doing the clothing, I used to put a tote of shoes with her on the couch. She would go through and build the create the listing, save it as a draft, but do all the specifics, go through all the pricing, and then still tell me, I listed these at 30, but they were going 25 to 35. And then she would let me still look over it. All I did was add photos and list it. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, I feel, at least for, like, the things that I've been working on, shoes and clothes, I feel, pretty confident in, being able to look at sold comps and figuring out, where we want that price point to be. And that's things that, he's just kind of taught me as we've gone, like figuring out like, okay, well, we're going to list this at this price and do free shipping, or this price and add shipping. I think a lot of it is going to be a learning process for like the hard goods, because the way that our setup is, we don't have an area for me to list hard goods at the same time that he's listing hard goods. He does a lot of that. So in the beginning, it will probably be a lot of me bothering him at work, sending them text messages, or other people being like, "Hey, I'm working on listing this. This is
what's this going for?
What should I list it at?"
Because the way we do our business is different. So there's a lot of stuff that I look at because of, let's say, how many are listed, that I always list for $5 higher than everything else. Because if I get a watcher, I'll send them an offer $5 under. Or, sorry, not one watcher. If I get multiple watchers, I'll make them fight over it.
Oh, wow.
But that's a trick that I do, because if I wanted to sell it at 30, I'll mark it for $34.97, so I can send them an offer of 30. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Those kind of tricks, Yeah. Yes. Those are the Kobe Crazy 8s. The splatter blue. 2013. They were 2013.
Yeah, I'm definitely expecting.
Let me know the first time.
Yeah, I was like, I'm definitely expecting there to be times where I'm like, oh, okay, you let it sell, you priced it for that, and it's sold for that way too quickly because you listed it too low. I mean, I'm sure that there's going to be that. And there'll be growing pains and learning experiences, but
Aaron, yes.
You are, yeah.
Yep. I go in there. One says, "Hey, Pastor." He's like the general postman that runs everything. He's a really nice guy.
Master or whatever.
And then Usps says, "Hey, what's up, Josh?" So he's gotten used to me being there.
I'll just have to throw the plug out to all these people that he knows. Be like, yeah, I'm Josh. Yeah, I'm his wife.
Well,
so I can try to get in good too.
She had to go in with me Saturday and then even my son had to carry some stuff. It was all three of us carrying stuff into the post office. It was a big shipping day.
Yeah.
Can I ask a side question that has nothing to do with this?
Hold on. Do you have free shipping on some stuff, Heidi?
Items, Yeah.
A lot of my pound and under stuff. Yes.
When do you file a claim with USPS because you're afraid the item is not going to show up to the person?
Go to your post office with the tracking number, and they can GPS ping where that item was last scanned.
It was last scanned in New York.
No. Don't go what eBay's telling you. Go to the post office. They'll take that tracking number. They'll go to the back. They've been able to tell me that an item was 3 houses down at the wrong house.
Oh, because it says that the in transit arriving late, your package will arrive later than expected, but it's still on its way. But this was December 5th, and now it's December 8th. And now he says he hopes to see it soon. So I said I'll call the post office tomorrow to see if anything.
Yep.
But I don't know what they're going to tell me. They're going to tell me it's lost. And if it is, am I getting back everything? What am I getting back?
Depends on what they valued the item at. Was it priority?
It.
Was
What?
it priority?
It was priority.
Yes. Then that should cover up to $100. So
yeah, it was a golf club for $30.
Yeah,
it's my $30 back.
Yeah. I'm waiting on a package, and I haven't checked the post office, but the tracking, the last thing is from December 1st. Just telling me that it's going to be late. I'm like, okay, cool. It's been over a week.
It's just happening everywhere. Most people they've been understanding. But.
Yeah, this guy is nice. He basically asked me, he's like, oh, look, I was expecting it today. I didn't get it. And then I told him, hi, I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. But according to their website, this is what they say. Because of the holiday and COVID, they're having problems right now. I'll call them tomorrow and try to figure it out. I probably will sit on the phone for over an hour, but I'll be driving. And he says, thanks for the quick reply. Looking forward to seeing the item soon. So,
yeah.
Heidi, I do shipping. I charge for shipping on 90%. There's been a few that if it's a very popular shoe and I want it to be competitive, once again, if it's, let's say a $40 shoe, I'll charge $50 free shipping. I'll just build it into the price.
Most of first class stuff I bill into the price, and everything else I basically charge shipping for.
Checking with it. Dan, manufacturer's code is 1113. Only because I verified him.
Dan, instead of trying to buy, what's the comps on this item?
Depending on the size, so I listed these for 80.
Wow. Not bad. They look like awesome shoes.
Yeah, they're just a smaller size. They'll probably go to a woman. They're like an 8.5, 9 for a woman. Or size 7 men's.
Thinking about it,
But that would make sense if they were November 13 manufacturer. Yeah, they probably did release in 2014. I just list whatever the tongue says for verification for people. So I do the verification number and its manufacturer date on the tongue.
Dan, you list your shoes in 2014. Josh is going to list his shoes in 2013, and we'll see who sells first.
I'm not going to put a year. I'm going to put in the title.
Dan's not going to list anything.
Kobe Crazy 8, number 10868657511-13.
There you go. That works.
But yeah, it's what Jimmy said. I had a guy. So once again, don't go by eBay tracking. This guy says, I haven't seen my jacket. I want a refund in 2 days if I don't see my jacket. And I said, I didn't even realize it'd been like 4 days. I go on there and I look and it tells me it hasn't even left Virginia. And he was in Pennsylvania.
I don't know where this guy is. Let me check. Hold on.
And I was like, I'll go check. So Jake, I went to the post office and they go, hey, it did show that it left Virginia, but they haven't scanned it in, at their distribution in Pennsylvania. Well, guess what? The very next day, package delivered. He's like, thanks so much. It just came in. They just didn't scan it somewhere.
Right. So because this guy's in North Carolina, the item hasn't been scanned. The last scan is New York.
Was it Media Mail?
No, priority.
Because Media Mail had that happen this summer.
Right. Yeah, Media Mail. Yeah, but he's in North Carolina. I hope it's at least out of New York by now. If it's not out of New York.
Yes, Rebecca, they are your size.
You might got a buyer.
No, size 7 men's, Dan.
Yeah, but StockX is brand new, brand spanking new
No,
box and the whole
not
work.
anymore. Not anymore.
Really? When did StockX go into used items?
When people started collecting shoes like crazy.
Hold on. StockX. So now when I go to like Marshalls, I could do that whole thing just selling from Marshalls without the brand new spanking box.
Well, my Marshall sells their shoes with boxes.
Well, my Marshalls have a lot of ripped boxes because everybody rips them.
Oh.
So when you click on sell, let me see. I'm on the StockX app, people. I'm just looking at it.
We need to fix the pictures on those ornaments.
Yeah.
We get 27,000.
I don't see StockX doing used. I see them still doing new, but I have to figure out if I see anything different on that.
Double check. I mean,
selling.
I want to. Was it StockX? What's the other big shoe one? It's not Grailed.
Goat?
No. I just know it was one of them that everybody was talking about. They just opened up.
There's one of them that does use that. I don't think it's definitely not StockX. StockX, you have to have the catch with StockX is you have to have it brand spanking new with the box and with the paper inside and everything intact in order to sell on their platform. And you're not really even selling on their platform. You just have to scan, make sure you have the exact shoe with so on and so forth, and then click whoever's offering. Like there's offers for shoes, and you have to accept an offer for a shoe that you may have.
Oh, well.
Weird. Whatever. But
one
yeah,
of the exclusive new only shoe companies is now selling pre-owned shoes.
Very interesting.
Yep, there were some Kobe shoes. Yes, there were. She said the goat.
Hi. Yeah, goat. That's why I said goat. Nice to see you.
Chris.
Chris, how are you?
Joining in, buddy. Just hanging out here.
Did you know Chris is Santa?
What will I do with unsold seasonal items? Believe it or not, Aaron, keep those things listed probably all the way through January.
Yeah.
And if they're not big inventory items, I mean, I'm probably going to leave mine listed. And
probably. Because you never know who's looking for what and why. Just keep it listed throughout the year, and then when time comes, it'll sell.
But kind of like, I mean, and it's not just like retail. It's not like everybody's trying to offer you low ball money after January. You got to think a lot of people are getting Visa gift cards and additional cash and money. So there might be stuff that they've just wanted to collect. They just felt guilty buying it for themselves before Christmas. So yeah.
Yeah.
I think you should be okay. I mean, I have some giant blow molds. I'm going to, if they don't sell, I'll keep them listed, but they'll just go in the upper loft of our shed. So
yeah, I think it has to do with the inventory. I don't know about how much of it has to do with space because you'll keep it anyway, but it mainly has to do with like the listing on your store. If you have enough listings and you want to just add,
you're limited on space, Jake. I got a ton of 40-inch blow molds. That's a lot of space.
It's a ton of space.
That's what I'm saying. So
yeah, but if you live in a acre or half an acre or a quarter acre, what you guys have, then fine.
Well, but Iris, you just brought up a good point. I just sold another Valentine's figure today.
Yeah.
So you just really have to list it.
You sell the Animaniac stuff?
Just sold the last one today. Sold all of them.
Yep.
Nice.
What was that? 45 plus 35. So $80 and a $3 purchase on 6 figurines. $80.
The Animaniac.
They were what? 2 inches tall?
Yeah, they're small little figures.
They were all Valentine's Animaniacs figures.
Cool beans, cool stuff.
See, but Chris, those I've seen don't, unless you get really old ones, don't go for crazy good money. Even like I had a snowman go for 90. So he did. I mean, Santa Claus go for 90. The snowman I have, which my son is telling us we're keeping.
Yeah, he's trying to stake his claim on it.
Goes for about 100. But then I found some other ones that just aren't as popular, like listings, and they're only going for like 50, 60 bucks. So
selling a lot of Christmas ornaments. Yeah, so have we.
Yes, we have shipped out a ton of Christmas ornaments. Yes, there you go. But yeah, so guys, once again, if you're joining in late, my wife, Mrs. Flips, Brittany right here, Brittany for some of you old school folks, has put in her 2 weeks and is going full time.
Yes.
Working on
end of December.
eBay for now. We've done so well on eBay, it's like we didn't need to start something else. But there are good avenues and other places to sell. So yeah.
Thanks, Jimmy. See you later.
Thanks so much, Jimmy. Pumps on the blow molds.
Yeah.
Over 200 for the whole set, or just individual. Because they are a pain to ship, especially when you open up shipping across the whole U.S.
Yeah.
And they don't weigh much; they're just giant boxes.
Yeah.
I was able to ship out the Santa Claus. I think, of course, it did go across the United States. It's $37 to ship it. And that's because I had to configure the box really, really good. The original price that USPS was telling me was $68 to ship it out. Full-time Flips, aka Boss Brittany.
Boss Brittany.
Yeah, whole set. That's really good. That's really good, man. Whole set. Yeah. I've just seen. I know the Mary, Joseph, and Jesus. We're doing okay, but if you got the wise men, if they're older, because they re-release those every year too. That's what's also really bad.
Yeah.
Like there's a new set of those blow molds at Walmart for $30.
He's trying to find an older wise men people.
I don't think I have any. Oh yeah, I got this little guy in here. So like this is a good example. This little guy.
It's a tiny one.
It's small, 18 inches. All right, look at it. Pretty worn out. Got this old plug. Guess what year this thing was made though?
80s?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
2003. It's not even vintage.
Oh, okay.
So that's the kind of stuff. Well, plastic marks it really good for. Yeah, 03.
So how did you find that out?
Your plastic manufacturers usually put it on the bottom.
Ah.
But so like that one, for instance, if he was older, because they do make the same style older. This one I only listed for like $40. I only paid $20 for it, so I'm okay. But yeah.
So two dudes asked the question before. Did you catch it?
Are you gonna go on any? We entertained at one time going to Macari.
Mm-hmm.
We're just trying to suck the life out of everything of eBay first, but we do want to create different revenue streams for sure. Oh, excuse me, for sure. We do sell on Facebook Marketplace as well. We don't pay as much attention to it as we should, but we do. Nope, it was 2003, not quite 2013.
Close, but no cigar.
But Jimmy helped me find this bad boy. Big Bird Nutcracker.
Oh, wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
How old is that one?
The listing that I found was 1970s, but it's got a barcode on the bottom. I listed it for $80.
Cajun, I have to agree with you, Chris. I enjoy Macari, especially to get rid of stuff if they're not selling on eBay. They tend to sell Macari.
Yeah, right now that's the one that we've talked about. I think if I get into a good groove of eBay, I think that would probably be the one that I would venture to first would be Macari.
I mean, I first list everything on eBay. Once I'm listed everything on eBay, I probably do one a day listing on Macari, just crossing over. I have my notebook telling me what's not listed on Macari yet, and I just cross over the night.
Right. Yeah, we looked at Macari, but like I said, we've been selling. They typically say you're going to sell 10%. Of your listed store, especially if you list good stuff, and we're surpassing that. So that's why we were like,
You're in a good spot. You got the groove of it. You guys are doing very well, and you know what? It was time. It's that.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Of course, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah.
It's not what happens. Excited to see how much you're gonna grow from it.
Right.
It's not even see what happens. Like you're gonna succeed at this point.
It's easier to list on Macari. It's harder to get the same amount. That is true.
Agreed.
I've heard that as well.
Agreed.
But if you're buying low, that's why when Jimmy was asking that earlier,
inventory sometimes.
When Jimmy was asking that earlier, and Jake knows this, you know this so well of me, I'm not going to get too upset if I store something for $100 and she sold it for $70. Because if I know I paid $5 for it, I'm going to be okay. I'm okay with that. I'm totally fine. I'm not going to be like, what? Now, if she sells a $50 item for $40, yeah, we got to sit down and go, where did you find this magical number? But I'm, and I've told you this too, Jake, I'm not one that's like, oh man, that sold really fast when I listed it for $100. Because if I paid $5 for it, I'm not going to do the what if it was probably worth $150.
Right.
I'm super happy that I turned $5 into $100. I told you about the 2 combo units, right? I had 2 of the same model combo units. Listed for, what was it, $129 a piece. Guy offered me $100 and he bought both of them. He was probably going to go sell those on Amazon. I'm pretty sure of it.
But you made your cut. Who cares?
I made $20 for both of them. 11 for one and 9 for the other. Totally fine with whatever he chose to do with them. I'm like, I'm cool.
It gets you more room in your shed and money in your pocket. Why the heck not?
100%. But yeah, we won't take too much longer. She's not full time yet, guys.
Yeah, this is just more of a hey, surprise.
She's gonna be like,
happening.
She's like, I'm gonna go to bed tonight.
I know we've talked about it, and time is finally here.
And thank you guys so much for the support.
Yes,
and hanging out.
Everybody's been very supportive, and thank you for all the congratulations. We're very excited. So, yeah, I was trying to figure out how to. I couldn't find it. I was trying to figure out how to share my Instagram link to the chat, so that way
Dan can.
I can reach out to people, or people can. Not that I have anything in any advice, but people can reach out to me.
But yeah, on Instagram it's Hi Brittany. I know that.
H-Y Brittany. Hey Brittany.
No, it's Hi Brittany.
It's Hey Brittany, like the song that it came from.
But yeah, it's gonna be a fun adventure. We're excited to share it with everybody. We have a fun video, Jake, dropping tomorrow. It's called a no edit video. A no edit reseller video.
That's a great video. I love no edits, and I think that's what I'm going to do in the rest of my video.
It's got starts and stops. I just didn't do any cool transitions. I didn't.
No, I'm gonna add the cool stuff. I'm just not adding. I
didn't add any of that. I didn't add any of that stuff. I was just like, no.
Was it a thrift haul or you just spoke?
Barely a thrift haul. I had my cell phone with me, so I showed a little bit of footage.
Yeah.
We did a Christmas sourcing competition. We wanted to do last minute Christmas sourcing to get listed on eBay. And I think I showed inside the store for maybe a minute and a half. See, there's Dan.
Look at that.
Dan's the answer, man.
Always got the answer.
But and then we just did a quick review in the house on everything that we found. So yeah, I was like, and I actually titled it that, a no edit reselling video. So it'll go out tomorrow. It's already in the queue.
What is that? That sounds like a bomb's about to go off.
It's my scale. I took that nutcracker off of the scale, so it's confused now. It's yelling.
All right, it's off.
But yeah, so pretty soon after she finishes her last little bit, her status will change on Instagram.
Yes. Yeah. Well, right now it's all family related, but I'm sure as more as I get into, I really like watching other people's like Instagram stories and stuff of reselling. So I'm like, that's maybe something that he can handle the YouTube stuff. Maybe I'll jump into it at some point. I don't know. I won't start my own channel, but I think that I could get into the Instagram game. So.
Hi, Mary. Welcome.
So,
Good to see you. If you haven't heard the great news, Brittany is starting to be full-time.
Yes. Yes, Mary. Yeah,
Thanks
just
so much.
In, so.
See, good old Rebecca sending me photos of stuff she's bringing tomorrow for me to sell.
Oh, that's what the sound is. Your phone going off.
Yeah, she sent some.
Like, look at all this stuff I already have for you.
There's a Mickey Mouse watch.
Lady Luck Junk, what's up? Brittany's becoming full-time.
Woohoo!
Gonna update every new person that comes into this chat.
Yes, that's what this is about. I am the new full-time eBay reseller. Coming in 2 weeks.
So hold on, guys. Here it goes. Get to work. There's shoes.
Hey, what did I say? In 2 weeks, calm down.
What time is it? It's 11 o'clock. Her bedtime is soon.
It's 11.
Oh no, it's her bedtime. This is she's gonna help me pull orders. And then
he's been pulling me into the late nights this whole weekend. I've gone to bed like way past bedtime, and I'm like, it's gonna hit me. It hit me tonight. I fell asleep on the couch earlier when he was getting our son ready for bed.
The video of my wife is sleeping on the couch right next to me. Yes.
I said, take you a quick nap because you got to jump on a live at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So.
He's like, are you gonna be able to hang out? And I was like, I can do it. You're forcing me to stay up.
Yeah.
If we could make Harry Tornado do it.
Right.
No. If we can make Joey. Remember that time Joey was on here and he's like,
hey, Harry Tornado's yawning. We got all these East Coasters.
Yeah. Not yawning.
And then I will say for everybody in the chat, please, you'll want to join in next week as well. It's not as cool information. You know, this was so much fun. You know.
I think you're biased, but.
But we have a really cool guest. Jake, you want to go ahead and tell him?
You want me to tell them?
Go ahead, tell him who our guest is next week. Really? Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Guys, we are having a Primetime Treasure Hunter, right?
Primetime Treasure Hunter Dominic will be with us next Tuesday night at 10 p.m. I've been connected with him recently. When I was looking on my tags to put on my shed video,
and he's from New York,
his shed video, and I started watching some of his stuff and seeing him in chat. So me and him connected a couple weeks ago, and he said, man, he'd love to be on the show. So yes, we have Primetime Treasure Hunter Dom, who lives really close to Emily Conway, by the way. I found out.
Yeah.
World.
A couple of minutes, so on and so forth.
So he'll be joining.
He's in New York, but he is about 8 hours up, including Emily. She's also 8 hours up.
Yeah, so he'll be here next week, and then we will probably take a break until the new year, just with holidays and stuff like that. And like I said, I'll be off all week. What did Dan say?
Oh, we are taking a break on New Year? You see, this is new stuff to me, people. I'm just finding out all this information here.
Well, Jake, we kind of get into the following week is a pretty busy week for me, you know, pastoring a church and Christmas and all that stuff.
Holding, I don't doubt it. I just need to know what the deal is.
Well, then the week after, I hope if you have time off, you'll just be making some.
I probably will go live Tuesday on my channel then.
You should probably make videos, Jake.
No, I am making videos. I'm on weekly. You're gonna get the weekly What's Sold. Trust me, guys. It's gonna happen. It's just not up to a week yet since my last video, so you'll get it.
See, we will take that whole week because it'll be the first time that Brittany and I will both be able to actually tackle it full time for a whole week.
Mm-hmm. And to answer Dan's question, it will likely, I'm like, there's only, 2 or 3 days of that week before you actually get to Christmas Eve. I'll probably roll out slow. I'm like, it's Christmas Eve. I'll probably be helping out with stuff with church and hanging out with family and stuff. So that probably will be my little bit of time, to just decompress and transition and figure out, really what this is going to look like. Because the job that I'm in now, that definitely, I left the job that I was at on a Friday and started at the new job on Monday, went in full force, and that's where I've been for the last 3 years. So I'm like, yeah, I can take, that few days before Christmas and enjoy the holiday. And then, yeah, we'll both be, well, not off, but he'll be off that week after. So that's when we can really.
Mm-hmm.
So, Josh, you got to concur with me exactly which dates you're planning on not to be doing the live. So I could either schedule on my channel or take a break myself.
It's pretty much, if I do any lives, it might be a listing live the week of the 28th until the 2nd.
So the 22nd, we're still on.
No.
No.
After the 15th, not doing anything on the 22nd.
Till the 5th?
Till the 5th.
So we're coming back on the 5th. So we have 2 weeks off, the 22nd and 29th.
Yes.
All right. So, guys, I probably will do it live on my channel. Probably won't be 2 hour long, but we'll see what we can do. See who I'm going to pull to actually co-host my stuff.
There you go.
But, yeah. So, everybody, have a great night. Be sure to tune in. Like I said, next week we got a fun show. Check out Jake's new video that he put out. Good job, buddy.
Thank you. It's also going to be Hanukkah next week, by the way. Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yes. We're talking about that tomorrow night. So
Rabbi Paul?
Rabbi Paul. Yeah.
Paul.
So cool. Everybody, have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. There we go. Do part 2 of the Jewish themed show with Krillin.
Probably can. We'll see what happens.
That's true.
But yeah, everybody, have a great one. Thanks for hanging out.
Good night, guys.
Yes, thank you, everybody.
Be sure to go check out Jake's channel. Be sure to tune back in with all the fun stuff that we have going on here. We love you, family. You guys are the flippin' family. That's what we call you. So thanks for hanging out. We'll see ya next time.
See ya.